So we're going to be taking a closer look at the C110 diagnostic tool for BMW and Mini cars, and we're really going to be looking at the top 21 questions, or everything that you need to know about the C110 kit before you go ahead and buy it. So let's get into the vehicle, let's get into the review. So the first question I guess we could ask is, what is the C110 or C110 Plus? Well, it's a very small handheld tool with an integrated screen which allows you to diagnose and reset fault codes and warning lights in your BMW or your Mini vehicle. Now, let's say for example you have a check engine light or an airbag light like we do on this screen. It's going to allow you to find out what the reason for these faults is and ultimately reset the warning lights and reset the fault codes. So it allows you to, it puts the power in your own hands, so you know what the fault is if you're putting it into a garage. Alternatively, if you don't want to take it to a garage, you can fix the car yourself. That is what this tool allows you to do, and that is what it's made for. So where to buy it? The best place to buy this if you want to get a genuine tool is just by clicking the link directly below this video. It will take you to the Amazon listing for the absolute cheapest price you will find this tool for. And bearing in mind, if you go through the link that I'm going to show you, it will be a genuine tool. There are fakes, there are clones. It's very tempting, I suppose, to maybe go out and buy a really cheaper tool, but it will be a fake, it will be a clone. With regards to the price of this tool, I think the prices obviously they do fluctuate, they go up and down, but at the moment I think the price for this is round about £49 or £50, which actually for the amount of system coverage and vehicle coverage you get with this tool, you know, it's smaller than the palm of my hand. It's an absolutely fantastic bargain. It really does give you a lot of power for a very small amount of money. So how is the tool powered? Does it have an internal battery? It does not. We have this cable running out of the top of the tool. The other end of this cable goes into the diagnostic port, so it takes its power from the vehicle battery. What manufacturers are covered? Well, you will only get access to BMW and Mini. So if we click on to manually select, go through the options. I hope you can see here on screen. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but I'll read it out. So we've got 1 series, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, X series, Z series, I series, and Mini as well. For the Mini, it's R50 to R53, R55 to R61, and F55 and F56. Okay, and what systems are covered? Well, it all really depends on your specific vehicle, but let me give you an example. For this particular vehicle, it's an X1 F48. So if we go to the driver section, it gives us 2 pages of, you know, ultimately you'll get access to the engine, the fuel pump, transmission, transfer case, a gear selector switch. For the chassis, you can go to tyre pressure, DSC, that's the ABS, power steering, cruise control, chassis management, and then the body, which will be junction airbag, lane change warning. Got 6 pages of screens here. I'll just scroll through them. I'm hoping the camera can pick these up. Park distance, so sensors, parking sensors, you name it. Alright, so we'll go back. It doesn't have any special functions. That's one of the questions we get. Does it do like an oil service reset or electronic parking brake reset or open and close? It doesn't. No. All this tool will do will allow you to actually diagnose and reset fault codes and warning lights. You cannot do any special functions like oil service reset. So what information does it give when you get a fault code? Well, we've got 2 examples here. So we've got the check engine light right there. I'm going to click on to driver, click on to diesel motor electronics. So read trouble code. It's giving us 2 faults here. It's giving us a unique code and a description of the fault. So once you've figured out what the fault is, you know, it's telling us here that the hot film air mass flow, and there's basically a problem with the airflow. We've worked it out that it's a mass airflow sensor, so we put a new mass airflow sensor in, but we still got the check engine light. And what we can do is just go to erase trouble code. I'll keep an eye on the check engine light while I do this, and there we go. Check engine light is gone, fault code is erased. So we can do exactly the same for the airbag system. We need to go into the body, airbag, so read trouble code. It's giving us 3 unique codes here. Ultimately though, you'll find that the rest of the codes are triggered by the first code. So side airbag, passenger resistance too high. Basically we created this fault ourselves. We unplugged the connection and we've put it back in, but it has created the airbag light. So when I do this, we go to erase trouble code and the check engine light, the airbag light has gone. So that's the kind of information you'll get when you find a trouble code. Is it touch screen? It's not a touch screen. You do need to use the buttons in order to navigate through the menu. How much are updates? Updates are free for life with this tool, providing it's a genuine tool. So if you are wanting to get updates, make sure you buy a genuine tool. Make sure you buy it through the link in the description below this video. How to update? It's very easy to update actually. You just need to download some software. The software, it tells you all about the software in the manual, which I'll show you in a second inside the box. Now, how does it compare to something like the BM version 1.0 kit by icarsoft, this tool here? Well, this is very budget. It feels very cheap, but ultimately it will get a job done. This is a sort of a more of a quality tool, a quality size tool. It does give you a bit more information. It also allows you to do oil service resets, gives you like battery data, gives you lots more live data, but this ultimately it does cost more. So this is about 99 or 100 pounds. This is about 50 pounds. If all you need to do is reset a check engine light or an airbag light in your BMW, then you know this is just as good. So it's up to you, the level of tool that you want. If it was me personally going between one of these tools, I'd go for the more quality tool, which is the icarsoft tool. But if your decision is to go with this, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Can you get help and support? That is another thing with the differences between these tools. You get help and support for this tool. This tool here, you won't get any help and support. If, say for example, you try to reset one of the warning lights and it didn't work, and it does happen, you'll get no help or support. Basically, you'll just be told to return it for a refund. With the other tool, the icarsoft tool, you'll definitely get help and support for that, and the engineers will work with you to adjust the software. What I'll do, actually, I'll put the link to this kit in the description below as well as the link to this, just so you can make your own mind up. Can it print faults? No, it cannot do any printing whatsoever. Are there any other languages on the screen? I'm not sure actually. I pressed the wrong button here. I'm just going to quickly unplug it and then plug it back in, because it would have taken ages. System configuration, system information or beeper. All you can do is just turn off the beeper on or off. So no, the answer is it doesn't do any of the languages. The only language you can do is English. Box instructions and box, what does it come with? So this is the box here. Gives you basic information about what the tool will do. We open the box up. Inside you will get a nice handy little pouch here, so you can keep this in your glove box. A USB cable to update, connection manual, so it'll show you how to do the updates, and this is the software here on this little CD. Software can only be updated by using a Windows machine. You can't use a Mac or Apple software to do any updates. You must use a Windows machine. Is it easy to use? Well, you've saw me go through the menu system there. Very easy to find what you need to do. Very easy to understand the information on screen. So yes, it's very easy to use. And would I recommend this to somebody with no experience? Absolutely 100%. In fact, this is probably the tool I would recommend for someone who has absolutely no experience whatsoever, because you know, well, as with the icarsoft tool, you can't do anything wrong. You can't damage the tool, you can't damage the vehicle, which is ultimately what you're looking for. There are no other icons, as I say, to mention, so it's hard for me to show you any other icon menus. You can just, what you can do is the three main options here. So we looked at manually select, where you manually select the system which you want. You can do system configuration, which we looked at, but automatically search. All this really does is, if you say for example you had a fault and you weren't sure where it was, it would search the whole vehicle for faults which I accidentally pressed it before. So it goes through the whole vehicle and the whole selection of systems that it can potentially diagnose, and it will find faults in any of them if there are any. It's a good way of doing it if you don't know where the fault is, or you just want to do a quick health check of your vehicle. We'll come back to this in a moment once it's finished. Does it double up as anything else? The answer is no. All you can use it for is a diagnostic tool. So you can't go on the internet, you can't use it as like a phone or anything like that. It's just purely a diagnostic tool. And delivery of this is absolutely phenomenally quick. If you order by the link below, I ordered this and it actually came the next day, so delivery is really, really fast. With regards to this here, I think that what this is doing is it's telling us the systems that it can connect to. I believe, I'm not sure why it would tell us. So let's see, it's got this DSC in red here. Does that mean there's a fault with that? Read trouble code. Ah, yes, it does. So it's telling us there's a fault with that particular system. Sometimes, you know, these cars, they do have complex electronic systems, and sometimes you can just get rid of them by they're like little anomalies. They're not important enough to show a warning message, so that's probably what's happening there. But ultimately, that's it. So yeah, so I hope you found this useful. If you are maybe looking to buy one of these tools, or you were interested in just understanding more about the tool, if you've bought one already, or you want to buy one to see if it's going to be suitable for you, your needs, your vehicle needs, whatever, I hope it's helped. But I do think if you want a genuine tool, you need to go through the link in the description below this video. Like I say, you'll go through and you'll get a genuine product there. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it's helped, and I'll see you on the next video.